Just across the Chedron Valley from the Mount of Olives is the Golden Gate. For centuries, it was used to access the temple courts. Even after the temple was destroyed, the gate remained open. But in the 16th century, it was sealed off entirely for a very specific reason. In the early 1900s, the land of Israel was desolate and empty, largely a desert. Centuries of abuse had robbed the land of its forests, vegetation, and natural beauty. In 1901, Keren Kayamet Le-Israel Jewish National Fund was established and began raising money to purchase tracts of land throughout their ancient homeland. As the guardians of the land of promise, they have now planted over 250 million trees and developed the land in many other ways. KKL-JNF also located, researched, and restored many of Israel's unique archaeological and historical sites. The land flowing with milk and honey is being restored to its former beauty. Jerusalem, the capital city of Israel, is in the territory given to the tribe of Benjamin. The old city is surrounded by a wall measuring some 4 kilometers. Along the eastern wall lies a footpath constructed by the Jewish National Fund Canada. The footpath leads to Zion Gate, a short walk from the Golden Gate.
Opposite the Mount of Olives is the Temple Mount, and within it is the gate, the Golden Gate, the Gate of Mercy according to Jews, or the biblical Shushan Gate. According to Jewish belief, the Messiah will eventually come and enter in through this gate. According to Christian belief, this is where Jesus will pass through into the city. As you can see, it's blocked up now. But according to biblical prophecy, when that time comes, the gates will open up to allow Jesus to enter into the city.
Situated on the east side of the Old City, the Golden Gate is regarded as holy to the 3 monotheistic faiths. Around 1530, the Golden Gate was sealed off by an Islamic city council ruling Jerusalem. They also built a cemetery at the foot of the gate in order to thwart the entry of the Messiah through this gate. They reasoned that the Messiah would not defile himself by setting foot in a cemetery. As early as 600 years before Christ, the prophet Ezekiel had prophesied that the eastern gate would be closed and only be reopened for the Prince of Israel to enter the temple area.
The prince himself is the only one who may sit inside the gateway to eat in the presence of the Lord. He is to enter by way of the portico of the gateway and go out the same way.
The Golden Gate reminds Christians of Jesus entering the city on a donkey, ready to face the fateful events of the coming week. It is a place of hope and expectation for both Jews and Christians, both of whom are looking forward to the glorious coming of the Messiah and the establishment of his reign on earth.